Hey guys, No Gas Nico here. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you can watch more things coming up. Today I want to talk about how to check your brake fluid. Sometimes you take your car in for an oil change. They're like, oh, you need a brake fluid service. You need a brake system service. Yes, what is that? Well, they actually take and flush out the old brake fluid and put fresh brake fluid in. Now, do you need to have that done every 12 months, 24 months, whatever the recommendation may be? Maybe you do, maybe you don't. One way you can do is test it. They sell these little testers. I picked this one up on Amazon. I'll put the link in the description in case you're interested. I went ahead and read all the reviews. The only thing that the review said on this one was that the battery died quickly. Now, there was only one or two reviews that actually said that out of hundreds of reviews. So I kind of took that to heart that, well, I don't know how often this guy's using it. Can it be left on? I'm going to test all that when I take this out of the box. This particular one does have a 1 AAA battery that operates it. So the nice thing about that is most people have a stock of AAA batteries at their house for various remote controls, game controllers, that stuff. You're going to have this battery at your house. So that's a good thing. I wouldn't buy one that had those little watch batteries because I don't stock those at the house. So I'd pick this up, it'd be dead. I wouldn't have another battery to replace it. Then I'd have to go to the store, and it just makes a hassle. So make sure you pay attention to what battery this thing takes before you just go out and buy one. If you want this particular one, again, I'll put a link in the description. I don't make any money on you clicking the link. I'm not an affiliate, so I'm just testing this product out. So anyway, all you do is this will give you moisture content readings. Brake fluid will absorb moisture from the atmosphere over time. It's just a natural property of the brake fluid. So what you need to do is you need to test for that, because that moisture, as it gets into your brake system, the brake lines and everything else, it will cause corrosion. It will cause things to malfunction, sensors. You don't want it. It just causes problems. I mean, how many people have bought a car that the brake lines have rusted out? A lot of times they rust out from the inside out because the brake service was never performed. So this hopefully will prevent things from happening. Now it has 4 indicator lights on this. There's a green, or there's actually 5 indicator lights. There's green, 2 yellows, and 2 reds. You want just the green light, that's 0%. If you go green and then 2 lights where it's green and yellow, then you got less than 1% moisture. So you're still good. When you start getting above 3% moisture, you're going to want to start considering scheduling a service to have that brake fluid exchanged. And there's a little chart on the back of this that explains what all those lights mean. So there's no brain. You just stick it in, you look at the light levels and determine whether it needs service or not. So what I'm going to do, I got my 2020 Nissan Leaf. I'm going to go ahead and test this brake fluid. I did have the brake fluid exchanged at 45,000 miles. I just did it based on a dealer recommendation, and I did it when also they did a transmission service at that time too. So I just went ahead, I had it in. I have to take my car to an out-of-town dealer because my local dealer is not a Leaf certified, so they won't work on it. So I had to go out. Since I had it at the dealership for that transmission service, I just did the brake anyway. I didn't have the device to check it, so peace of mind, I just went ahead and did it. Most people do that, but if you're tight on money, this would be a good way to make sure that you're changing the fluid when it needs to be changed, not just based on some random interval. And I guess it's not random. I'm sure engineers put a lot of thought into that interval. So anyway, we're going to go ahead, unbox this, put a battery in it, and I'm going to test it on my car, which had new fluid put in about a year ago. And I'm going to test it on my truck, which is a 2004 F-150. And I have never done a brake service on the fluid on that truck, and I bought it in 2014. So about 9 years of that fluid in the truck. And I want to see how she does with this meter. I'm expecting it to fail, and we'll go from there. I mean, will I do a brake service on that? I don't know. That truck's got 3 wheels in the grave right now, so maybe, maybe not. We'll see what happens. So. All right, go ahead, unbox this, put a battery in it, and let's test her out. All right, here we go. This is my master cylinder. And you can tell that because I got brake lines that come out here. So you usually have a front and a rear brake line here, here, and here. So that's your master cylinder. What we're going to do is going to just pop this cap off. Twist, pull, and it's not a. I don't know if I can get a sensor. Oh, there's a little filter thing here. Okay, let's pull this filter out. Man, it looked a little tight down there. So there's a filter for cleaning, for filling, removing particulates. So here's the tester. Here are the lights. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the button. I'm going to put the tester in here and see what happens. So, and you can see it's wet. Oops, there we go. You can see it's wet. So put it in, push the button. I just have one green light. So that's saying it is good, which I expected that. We'll put the cap on, put my filter back on, and that's how quick it is to check it. Now to test what we call Big Red, the old F-150. All right, again, this is my master cylinder, and it says brake fluid on the cap if you're not sure. So we're going to go ahead and remove the cap. That's why I was a little surprised. This one doesn't have a filter like the new cars do. This is a 2004. So again, I'm going to remove the cap. I'm going to put it into the brake fluid. Oh, I got to look here and see if I can get it. There we go. Greater than 4%. I knew that was going to happen. It's been 9 years. This has never been serviced. Probably prior to that, I don't know how many years. So it's a good test to see if this device actually works, because I need to get this fluid exchanged. So there you go. I think it works. It's a good little, quick little way to check it. On my new car, I got good fluid. On my truck, bad fluid.